Do it. Should we buy right now? Can we buy? Is there a way to get around those high interest rates?
Well, thanks for having me on. And yes, I think that right now actually provides a very interesting opportunity. So we had seen interest rates dip just a little bit in January, and what happened? Activity sparked. And as activity sparked, we had multiple offers, and sellers were less likely to give you a bit of a discount on that home. Now, what we have to understand is why did interest rates move up during the month of February? You could trace it to the jobs report that we got that would appear stronger than expected, but it really wasn't. People thought it was a blockbuster jobs report of 517,000, but that actually came from something called a seasonal adjustment. In addition to that, there was something called a population control adjustment. It sounds like it should be in a sci-fi movie, right? So what is a population control adjustment? There were some workers that were undocumented that were picked up from 2022 that logically to me should have been reattributed to those months in 2022. Instead, they lumped them in to January of 2023. They weren't really created there. And as a result, the unemployment rate went down to what appears to be a 50-year low when it really wasn't. So the key here is to understand that when we get the March jobs, or when we get the report for February on March 10th, that will more than likely be more indicative of where the market is. Maybe rates begin to come down. And mortgage rates really depend on inflation to drive them.
Okay, Barry, real quick. You are way smarter than me. So I want you to tell me, like, bottom line, if I am trying to get a new home and it's just unfathomable to me to have 6% interest rates or 7% interest rates, is there a way that buyers can save the money that they need to afford the home?
Yeah, well, right now, what you can do is you can utilize a little bit of fear in the market to get the seller to not just drop the price, but instead of dropping the price, which they are more willing to do, use something called a seller contribution. Take that money and utilize it towards something called a 2-1 buy down. You can bring the rate much further or buy down your rate permanently.
Okay.
This will allow you to get a rate probably in the 5% range on a permanent basis or below 5% on what's called a 2-1 buy down. Now that rate will go up. But if you believe like we do that inflation is coming down, that'll give you the opportunity to refinance. You could save tens of thousands of dollars in the price of the home and only spend a small difference in the difference in interest rate. So it's a smart opportunity to take advantage of that today, because if you wait till interest rates come down, and we believe strongly that they will by the middle of this year, then you're gonna have very much competition,
Yeah.
probably driving prices higher. And I think you'd be happier if you took the lower price today, slightly higher rate than refinance, and get the rate you want.
I love it. You made that so crystal clear. Thank you so much. 2-1 buy down. Google it right now.